This is how you crochet the Primrose stitch. For the beginning chain, you need multiples of 3 plus 2. For this swatch, I used 26 chains. I'm going to start the foundation row by adding a single crochet into the third chain from the hook. Then I'm going to chain 2 and add a second single crochet into the same chain. Then I'm going to skip 2 stitches and add a single crochet into the third chain, chain 2 and add a second single crochet into the same chain. I'm going to repeat that pattern until the end of the row and end the row with a half double crochet into the very last chain. Then I'm going to chain 3 and add 3 double crochet into every chain 2 space. Then I'm going to end the row with a double crochet into the top of the turning chain from the foundation row. If this is moving too quickly for you, the extended version is going to be tagged in the comments where each row gets its own video. For row 3, I'm going to chain 2, then I'm going to skip 2 stitches and add a single crochet into the third stitch, chain 2, and add a second single crochet into the same stitch. Then I'm going to skip 2 stitches again and repeat the single crochet and 2 chains all the way until the end, and then add a half double crochet on top of the turning chain. From there, I'm just going to repeat rows 2 and 3 until I have the size that I want. This is the foundation row for the Primrose stitch. I started with 26 chains and I'm going to add my first single crochet into the third chain from the hook. Then I'm going to chain 2 and add a second single crochet into the very same chain. Then I'm going to skip 2 chains, add another single crochet, chain 2, and add my second single crochet into the same chain. I'm going to repeat this all the way until the end, and then in the last stitch, I'm going to add a half double crochet. This is the end of the verbal instructions. You can keep watching the video if you want to see the rest of the row. And if you like these kind of close-up stitch tutorials, be sure to like and follow. I post them every single day on my page. I'm going to go ahead and tag row 2 in the comments of this video now, but let me know what you think. This is row 2 of the Primrose stitch. I'm going to start with 3 chains for my turning chain, and then I'm going to add 3 double crochet into the first chain 2 space that I created in the foundation row. I'm going to add 3 double crochet into each chain space across, and my last double crochet is going to be worked into the top of the turning chain. I don't think I have any verbal instructions to add for this row. You can keep watching if you want to see how the rest of the row is worked, but I'll go ahead and tag row 3 in the comments here. If you like these kind of close-up stitch tutorials, be sure to like and follow. I post them every single day. If you have any questions about this stitch or another stitch that you're working on, or you would like to request a stitch, you can do that in the comments of any of my videos. If I can't answer your question in words, I will respond with a video reply. But I will see you in row 3. This is how to crochet the Primrose stitch, row 3. I'm going to start with 2 chains for my turning chain, then I'm going to skip 2 stitches, add a single crochet, chain 2, and add another single crochet into the same stitch. This is the same pattern that we used for the foundation row, so I'm going to skip 2 stitches, add a single crochet, chain 2, add another single crochet into the very same stitch. And I'm going to repeat this until the end of the row. The last stitch of this row is going to be a half double crochet into the top of the chain 3 turning chain from the previous row. And from here, we are just going to repeat rows 2 and 3 until we reach the height of the swatch that we like. Now, a very frequently asked question is how to turn stitches or swatches into a blanket. And this answer applies to every single one of them. So what you want to do is make a swatch. You can call it a gauge swatch, a practice swatch, a tension swatch, whatever you want to call it. Then you are going to measure the swatch, keep track of how many stitches you're using, measure your swatch, and then you are going to divide the final width by the width of the swatch and multiply that number by the amount of stitches you have in the swatch. And that will tell you how many stitches you need to start with to start your blanket. If you like these kind of close-up stitch tutorials, be sure to like and follow. I post them every single day on my page. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments of any of my videos.